your experience last year at ACC, how would you approach this format and the front nine, the back nine differently than you did last year?
Not much. Again, I played it really solid. This tournament's difficult to win because you can't shoot 6 under 7 times in a row. It's just, nobody does it. You meet a guy when he's playing great and you're playing great, and you got to win that match. And then when you're off, if they're a little off, you got to find something in you that allows you to win it. So I'm not going to approach this week any different from last year because I did play it extremely well. I've got a tough group. I don't know much about 2 of my players, which is somewhat of a disadvantage to not know much about their games. And then I've got Ryan Moore, who I do know a lot about his game, and he's, if you had to go down the list of all the players here, he would be on most of the guys' top 5 most difficult players to play in match play. So it's going to be difficult just getting out of the group stage this year.
You lost to Ernie, I want to say quarterfinals. Does that sound right?
Guy putted like Ben Crenshaw.
I didn't know. We didn't. You lost to Crenshaw, and then Westwood beats you to keep you from going to group play, and then Louis last year. Which one irritated you the most, and why?
I got. I think it was definitely Ernie. To answer your question, no question about it. But reason being, I felt really good about the way I was striking it there. I felt and putting it. I felt better than maybe the last couple years about the way I was playing at that time. So I got to Ernie, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I can out-putt Ernie, or I felt that way. And then he made 3 30-footers on the front 9. I'm like, I don't know if I can beat Ernie if he's making 30-footers. So, I was also, I let my frustration get to me a lot there, and that frustrated me looking back on it. I was a bit of a mental midget that day. I wasn't proud of it. I even think I probably tweeted apologizing that day for some of my outbursts, which is abnormal for me, and learned a lot because it would have been a lot easier for Ernie to stay mentally strong when the guy across from you is obviously verbally, mentally weak that day, and I was. I'd love to win this tournament being here. I'd love to. I'm also not going to win it every year. And I lost to a guy who's a major champion and went to the finals, was obviously playing that well. So that one wasn't necessarily as tough on me. The one before, the one against Ernie, I just beat Cooch, which was a huge win. Cooch is very difficult in match play too. And I'd shot 6 under or something against him, and then I just had an off day and didn't squeak by. What I was talking about earlier, you just got to win those off days, that off day or 2 that you'll have if you're playing. I think this year, just having seen what happened last year and the best players that week did prevail, I think kind of a deep breath as almost taking it a little personally on what we think of having it here in the state of Texas and in Austin and at Austin Country Club, a place I spent a lot of time at. I was really, really pleased with how last year went, and I think that's taken a bit of the anticipation off this week, this year. No matter what happens at this year's Masters, whether I can grab the jacket back or I miss the cut or I finish 30th, it'll be nice having this Masters go by. The Masters lives on for a year. It brings a non-golf audience into golf, and it'll be nice once this year's is finished from my point of view, to be brutally honest with you. So it would be best if I could reclaim the jacket, but I believe that I'll be back up there sooner or later. Just the way that we play the golf course, the success we've had, and the comfort level I have there. Whether it happens this year or not, but it'll be nice just because that tournament, it's a 365-day thing. There's no other Masters.